you're missing out. You guys should really check out this new one. It's called Keep It 99.
Keep It 99.
What's up, my officers? It's Keep It 99. It's your boy, Alpha May, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And of course, today we are talking about what Doc Rivers said to the Milwaukee Bucks. We're also going to break down the Jalen Hurts criticism, as well as we're going to talk about both the men's and women's Final Four, as well as our MVP picks. We're going to have all that in the episode, but first, I'm going to have to get out a little rant. So bear with me as I nicely do this. Doc Rivers, it's your boy, Alpha May. You know how we do it. This, what happened with you, can't happen. You can't go onto the literal locker room and tell people that you took teams that had no business being in the championship and put them in the championship to check your resume. Last time I checked, you had 3 Hall of Famers on your team, possibly 4 with Rondo. You had a decent center who was big and strong in terms of our guy, Kendrick Perkins. You had a good bench. You had everything you needed. You had all the weapons. Yet you have the nerve, the unmitigated gall, as Stephen A. Smith would say, to tell us to check your resume because you took team that shouldn't have been there. This is what he literally is telling people. He is saying he took championship teams that wasn't supposed to be there. There is no world that KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen is not supposed to be in a championship. There is no world where any of your teams should not have been in the playoffs. There is no planet. There is no place on this planet for this because it doesn't exist. Tracy McGrady Grant here, I give you that you was injured. I get it that they were injured. I know they were injured, and I understand that. But at the same time, to sit here and tell us that those teams weren't supposed to, y'all was the higher seed when you lost 3-1. Okay, let's go over your other team. You had Embiid, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, a great team that was a top seed. Somehow you still magically didn't win. Okay, let's go over your other team. You had Lob City with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, but somehow you didn't win. You had Houston with James Harden and Dwight Howard and all these. You had multiple teams. And I might even be adding people, 2 teams, and Josh Smith and all that. But every time you seem to blame them. Just like, I thought I could do it with this team. You're blaming this team when Giannis out. You are not that guy, pal. You are not that guy. And I'm here to just tell you that you're not that guy. I don't know who told him that somehow to Google you. Yes, I Googled you. Every team you've been on that made the playoffs was supposed to be there. Y'all was mostly the higher seed. You have had, from what I read, you are one of the top 5 coaches in coaching the most Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers. Because you're gonna get Chris Paul, you might get Josh Smith. You're probably gonna end up getting Rondo sooner or later. You got Ray Allen, KG, Paul Pierce. How many Hall of Famers do you need? Maybe you get a Blake Griffin. You might have so many Hall of Famers that you coached. But somehow you want us to believe. You want us all to believe that somehow you, Doc Glenn Rivers, took teams. This is the one I had the offense with, right? I took a team that wasn't supposed to be there. That's my offense. That's my offense to this. And the bigger offense is championship, because I don't know what team you took that wasn't supposed to win no championship, because you only been to, 2? And they with the same team. What team? What team did you take to the championship? I need to know. I want to know right now, what team did Doc Rivers take to the championship? Because I don't know. The 2 years they went, it was supposed to be done. What was LeBron supposed to stop you? A young LeBron? To be fair, he did stop you at the end of the day. He beat you. So he did stop you. But this is, Doc, the attitude you had to these people. And it's the same thing JJ was saying, by the way. It's the same thing. Some reason it's always the team's fault and not yours. You have lost the most 3-1 leads of any coach. Because I don't even know if another one had more than one. You had multiple. Not only have you had multiple 3-1 lead losses, you end up I think you're up there in 2-2 or even 3-2. Because somehow you seem to just constantly lose games you're supposed to win. To the point that a legend in Phil Jackson literally stated that, Doc Rivers don't make second half adjustments. We down, but they got Doc Rivers. All these things consistently done over and over again. Doc, who told you was like that? Listen, I'm even giving you credit because I'm known as a Doc Rivers hater because I think you're very overrated. Not that you're bad. I think they just put you on the list. I don't know how you keep getting jobs. I really don't. I don't know how Doc Rivers keep getting jobs. I don't understand this. I can't figure it out. He's just like Jeff Fisher. Jeff Fisher didn't have a winning season without Steve McNair. Doc Rivers I don't even think it's been a time he hasn't coached a future Hall of Famer. I have to go look. But I don't think it's a time when Doc Rivers has not coached a future Hall of Famer. Do you know how concerning that is? And for him to have the nerve to tell a team that I have taken teams. By the way, you can correct me in the comments if it is some years, but he probably didn't make the playoffs some year because he choked with the good teams. So I don't know how he made the playoffs then. And I'm not even saying he's a bad coach. I'm saying he don't make adjustments, and when he down and when somebody figure him out, he kind of choke. That's what he does. That's who Doc Rivers is. Not that he can't game plan, not that he can't develop or whatever. Steve Kerr can't develop, but Doc Rivers, literally, can't make up. He can't make it. He can't make up anytime somebody figures him out. So to go and tell a team that was better before you got there, Adrian Griffin had the Bucks as a second seed before you got there, and to ruin all their work, you almost got to be the All-Star game head coach because Adrian Griffin's job was lost. He was the second seed. And you came into that same team and somehow it got worse. But you are telling them that all of a sudden you can't get the job done. That they can't get the job done. You have check your resume. I'm gonna let my guy come in. He's gonna come in and talk about this, and then I'm gonna go on my Jalen Hurts rant. Then we're gonna get into the show. Monray. Shout out to Monray. Monray, I just went out. I just yelled at Doc Rivers about 7 minutes. Any thoughts on Doc Rivers? They can't see you on the main show, but
I mean, I'm just surprised that this rant didn't even touch Jalen Hurts. You went on a 9-minute rant of Doc Rivers.
Jalen Hurts next. I'm finna pull y'all down. Then I'm gonna go on a 9-minute rant of Jalen Hurts.
If you want me to say something, I will say that having to say that kind of thing to a team does not instill faith in you that you're like, that was weird. It doesn't instill faith in you to say that, I trust my coach, he's a good man, or whatever. When he's like, hey, go look at my resume before you question me or something of that nature. That's like I'm sitting there at work and, the brand new manager came in. He's like, hey, go check the other restaurants I don't work with before you question me, not, just your body of work while you've been here. Just go look at what I did. Like, yes, that basically seems like that's what you say when you run out of other things. It's like,
listen, Doc, that's asinine. I went through the whole resume. The Orlando teams, the Houston teams, the Philly team. I'm still trying to figure out. Maybe you can help me since you're here. Shout out to the people on the solo page that's not on the podcast. Go check out the podcast, Keep It 99 Sports, on the main channel. It's also on this channel. But this is just a section of it, and I want it in higher quality on this camera. But what team did he have that he took to the playoffs that wasn't supposed to be there, Monray?
That wasn't supposed to be there?
He said he took team that wasn't supposed to be there. He said championship team. That's asinine. I'm not even gonna talk about that. But but what team took to the playoff that wasn't supposed to be there? Orlando had Tracy McGrady. I think they was like what, a 2-3 seed.
Let's see. He
I give him
was.
credit for them getting hurt though, but still, they was up 3-1.
I mean, if you want to try to count, it's just me. I like looking just on like the outside, not really going in depth of the teams. You can tell me about the teams. If you want to maybe count some of the early Boston Celtics teams, you know, when Paul Pierce was truth, he was by himself. Doc Rivers coached them from
Antoine
04
Walker
to
was on them
13.
team.
Huh?
I'm not giving you that. Antoine Walker was done.
I was just saying, like, the only one that makes sense from that would be like some of the Boston Celtics teams, you know, because he was there from 04 to 13, so that's 9 years. So he was there for some of the earlier ones. So you might could try that, or like I said, some of the Orlando Magic ones that not counting Shaq year or nothing, but just them the only two teams.
Yeah, but Penny, Penny got hurt. Like I said, in the playoffs, I give him a little grace because they did get hurt in the playoffs.
All right, them the only two. Them the only two because you know
that wasn't supposed to go to the playoffs. They went to the playoffs.
I mean, because the Clippers, no, I ain't gonna count that because that's what that was Lob City, wasn't it? Like, no, that was Lob City. So of course they were supposed to be there, unless you want to count. I don't know if there were years where Lob City, like maybe because he went from Lob City to
Houston, James Harden.
I was like he went from Lob City to like the times where like
was Houston first, and then
his last year was
Philadelphia.
He didn't coach them during the bubble, did he? That wasn't his year, was it?
I don't think so.
No, I think that was the year after he left them. So it wasn't like he had it up to the bubble year. So he had 7 years with the Clippers, if you want to say maybe a Clipper year or something, but every time Chris Paul was there, they were supposed to make the playoffs. So that wasn't accurate. Like I think he might be talking about the early Boston teams. And the only ones I can think of.
Y'all let me know in the comments what team he said they wasn't supposed to make the playoff. I'm saying that's bull even with that because Antoine Walker and Paul Pierce together as a dynamic duo.
But I would really think it got to be like 04 to 07. Because, 07, 08, that was when, the big three came together. He won a championship. So I would think it would have to be like 04 to 07. Like those years would probably be the main ones he talking about. But no, Orlando Magic, he won coach of the year. Like I said, maybe 2000, like when we won coach of the year that year. Maybe. Like that'd be the only one I can think of.
Well, I'm not even going to ask you what championship team he took that wasn't supposed to make it. Cause
no, we ain't going to go there.
I don't know what he talking about. But I guess he was just mad or something. But Doc, I need you to check your ego, sir. You took a team that was better without you and went with Adrian Griffin and made it worse. So you need to calm down, simmer down. Giannis will hurt. I'll give you a little grief. I give you a little bit. Giannis was hurt. But we got another person. You shout out to Uniqo Williams. Yeah, Uniqo, right now I'm on my rant about Doc. And then I'm gonna get on my rant about Jalen Hurts. So your thoughts on Doc Rivers, Uniqo?
No, let's go for it.
Oh, I already went. It's Jalen Hurts time. So if y'all want to watch the full podcast and see these lovely guys' faces, go check out the podcast. But for my individual video, you'll hear them in the background as I rant. So make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell.
What do you see?
Rant number 2.
So hold on. So you went on a 14-minute rant?
What?
It was mostly a 9-minute rant.
Then I read Monray talk.
It was a 9-minute
rant. Okay, I was like, because I wasn't sure what you meant. Okay, whatever. Just I'm rolling with the punches. Let's roll. Okay, Jalen Hurts. Okay, go for it.
It's Jalen Hurts time, and then we get.
And you better come correct. You better come correct.
We come.
I'm gonna correct you real quick. I'll correct you real quick.
Now listen. I've seen the disrespect that Jalen Hurts has been getting. I see the leadership style of Michael Jordan and Kobe. He ain't Michael Jordan and Kobe. I seen the disrespect that he might. Well, other team, you might well trade Jalen Hurts. Then I hear the rumors that he won't listen to people. Listen, I believe the thing about the Super Bowl because the way y'all framed it was different than the way y'all tried to frame the overall thing. You said the coach went to him and asked him what play they should run, and he suggested a play, and they went with it. That's normal. Now the other stuff, he has been good for how many years? Jalen Hurts has been good for 4 years before this, and he never had this problem before. But all of a sudden this year he had it. Was it because he won the Super Bowl? Maybe. So I'm gonna see how he do this year. If he do it this year, we got a problem. According to y'all, what y'all said he did. So I have no indication that he did in the past. So I can't just go off the words of somebody that might have been around or might have been fired. Because I've seen a lot of players win and defended him. CJ Gardner, I've seen Devontae, a bunch of people defended him. Now, this other thought. I saw a guy tell me that Jalen Hurts was overrated in his thing. Now, I don't know who's rating them that high. I have not seen anybody put him even in your top 15. So overrated is insane for a person who most people. By the way, I got people with me if y'all are watching on the main fan. Monray, Uniqo, do y'all have Jalen Hurts in your top 15?
No.
You talking about top 15 all time?
No. Even. He might be 12 for me. I gotta think of my list, but
top 15.
Top 10. He's a top 10 quarterback right now for y'all.
I think you could debatably put him there, yeah. But me personally, like mine right now, I think if I remember, I had him like somewhere, like for me, comfortably somewhere between like 8 and 13. I think you can be fine with it.
I had him at 12. Uniqo don't have him, by the way. Shout out to go watch the podcast if y'all are watching the individual video. But
it will be hard for me to try to realistically name 15 quarterbacks that I think are better than Jalen Hurts right now in the NFL. That would be a little difficult.
But I do want to say, so most people don't rate him top 5. Let me go over his resume. Do y'all know who is number 1 in touchdowns in the last 5 years since Jalen Hurts been in the league? Do y'all know who number 1 is? Josh Allen. Y'all know who number 2 is? Patrick Mahomes. Do y'all know who number 3 in touchdowns is? Jalen Hurts. Oh, in his 5 seasons with the Eagles that he started, have they missed the playoffs? Have they had less than a 10-win season?
The only one I could think of might have been his very first season when they lost to the Bucks. That might be the only one. I think they had maybe 9.
By the way, if I'm wrong on that one, correct me. But
that'd be the only one they might have 9. Other than that, I think you're right.
I think they had 10. I can't remember. Y'all correct me. I might have been wrong. But in those 5 seasons as a starter, he's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's won a Super Bowl MVP. His team has won the NFC East for the first time in the NFC East has been won back-to-back years in like 20 years. He's literally led the Eagles to consistently win as their leader. We're not talking about throwing on how he throw and all that. We ain't talking about it. We're talking about as a leader of the team. As a person we're not putting in the top 5 or even 8. We're not putting them there. So this overrated conversation is insane to me. And the way y'all disrespect him. We ain't talking about Jason Whitlock. He seemed like he was mad that he got women surrounding him. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that argument was with Jason Whitlock. Somehow he was mad that, he got better strength than me because I'll be. We know you would, Jason. You think about peanut butter all the time. But during that time, some of the podcasters I saw disrespected him in such a way that they said, oh, yeah, he played great in the 2 Super Bowls and the NFC Championship games. That's when you're supposed to play great. That's when I want you to play great. I don't even care if you play great in the regular season. You know how many almost MVPs, Dak Prescott, I love you. How many times you were second or third in MVP vote? How was that translated to success? This is as a fan of a team, not as who I like as a quarterback more. As a fan of a team, I like your success more than I like his success. By the way, I love Dak. I saw Mississippi State shout out to that. But how many quarterbacks got his resume? The quarterbacks that you put ahead of him, how many has his resume? Take away Patrick Mahomes, he's been to more Super Bowls than Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen combined. And they've been in the league longer. And it's 5 years starting. Monray, am I wrong? Has he not been? If you combine all 3 of them,
just keep going. You just keep going. Hurry up.
I just need to
just keep going.
Because maybe I missed one that they went to that I didn't see.
So off base right now, it's ridiculous.
I'm just saying, I like winning. You can have the prettiest arm. I like you to win. It feels good to be an Eagle fan. I walk into my place of work and they wear their Cowboys and their Bills and they wear their jerseys and I just wear a shirt. Or you wear all that shirt say, you and Joe, it say Super Bowl champion. It feels nice. They talk about how each team ain't won, all the Houston Texans fans and all them in this giant workplace in this work group. Talk about how they teams, your team ain't won. Mine won last year. Shout out to the one Seattle fan in there, my guy Fabian. We together now. We know one's in the group. So it feels nice, you know what I'm saying? It feels nice to win. So this whole overrated concept, this whole thought process that all of a sudden that nobody wants Jalen Hurts. And I get it. He can frustrate receivers. I get it. And I get sometimes the offense the way it goes. But I'm not going to say he's not a leader. I'm not going to say he's overrated when we don't rate him high. We're not calling him Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. We don't put him there. But he wins. Matter of fact, he beat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, dominated him. And in the Super Bowl that he lost, he dueled him. Patrick Mahomes just had the ball last. I would take that NFC Championship game. Played well. Then, he didn't always play great in the playoff game. Well, 2 of them were snowstorms. And he had one bad game. He did have one bad game. We're not going to lie on that one game he had. But then he had 2 all right games. 2 or 3 all right games. But for the most part, I'll take that if we win it. You got Saquon, do your job. The thing I want people to realize is I like people that do their job well. You can look the most flashiest, you can do the prettiest store, but is the numbers right? I was a manager of a store. Is the numbers right? Uniqo, is the number right? Monray, you got the prettiest store, but is the money coming in? The store look good with you. That person might have a beautiful looking store. But is the money coming in? And you're making the customers feel well. And right now, as an Eagles fan, I'm full, dog. I'm looking forward to another Super Bowl. I'm like, yo, Jaylen, just get your mind right. Now, like I said, if it happened again, we're going to have issues. If we just start, all of a sudden, the offense just look stale. The man has had 7 different offensive coordinators throughout his whole career, never had the same. So that's all I'm saying. I just want to know about how is he overrated and why I'm happy with my quarterback that I got. I'm ecstatic because y'all can have y'all pretty quarterbacks that had a pretty numbers. I'll be over here winning Super Bowls. Uniqo, your thought?
You out your damn mind. You out your damn mind. You done brought up this. Go ahead.
Uniqo's a Colts fan. Hey, Uniqo, I need your Colts Super Bowl jersey in the last decade. Where is it? I need a shirt. I need a Super Bowl shirt. Take Daniel Jones. He look real pretty. I heard calling Vanilla Vic. You know
keep going. Anything else? So I can tell you the truth.
Let's go. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. First of all, you don't say his resume. It's the resume of the Eagles team, the Eagles franchise. So don't do that. Don't act like Jalen Hurts is the reason that you're going. It's not like Michael Jordan. Speaking of Jordan, it's not like Michael Jordan putting up 55 or 45 in a win in the play. Don't do that. Don't do that because that's not what you're working with here. Jalen Hurts, let me tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop of who you would take over. Now, I'm not talking about the win. I'm talking about the quarterback. So tell me when to start because where I'm sitting with 32 teams in this NFL, he's flirting around 20s, sir. He's floating around it. I'll name them. You tell me when to stop. There's going to be one on here that you're going to hate on, but that's fine. Tell me when to stop. Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, I think Matthew Stafford.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, I think, I'm not going to.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah. I understand it.
I love that.
Yeah, take that Super Bowl away. Just gonna preface it with Drake May.
Two Super Bowls.
Drake, no, not right now.
I'm just talking about 2025 ending the season.
No,
ending the season. What you saw?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To the 37 passing
touchdowns. I had it ranked over, but that's like in between. So keep going.
37 passing touchdowns and 12 interceptions and 628 rushing yards. That don't sound good to nobody. Justin Herbert.
Bad playoff resume and a weak scheduling showed that. Keep going.
Justin Herbert.
No,
I'm not taking.
I'm dead on it. That ship sailed. I'm sorry.
I'm not taking this Herbert. I'm sorry.
That ship sailed.
Trevor Lawrence.
Nope. Hell no. I'm gonna stop holding up my hand.
I know it's some bias in here. I know it's a lot of bias in here.
Listen, I like winning. My bias is championships.
Sam Darnold, iffy. I understand.
They ain't even iffy. No.
Caleb Williams.
No.
If you're talking about potential, yeah, but you don't have potential.
I'm talking about who you taking if they draft what you know now. Drafting who do you think with? Even with that,
I would draft him.
Matter of fact, think about these quarterbacks on that Eagles squad, and then let's put it there. With that
I'm basing my mind on the quarterbacks right now. Like if I'm starting the Madden team,
season,
who would I pick? You know, Caleb Williams or Jalen Hurts. If I'm starting like a Madden team, not like if I'm drafting them. Like if I'm starting the Madden team, how they are right now. That's all I'm basing it on. And right now, some of the quarterbacks you said are just unproven. Like Drake May had a wonderful regular season, and in the playoffs, he stunk up the joint a lot of the time. So that doesn't show that. Caleb Williams has had one bad season and one good season, and even on the good season, he's still struggles with accuracy, and they won one playoff game. I'm not going to do that versus somebody that I know is solid and has won a Super Bowl and multiple playoff games. I'm not going to do that. Like, they don't make sense to me to pick quarterbacks that I'm hoping for their potential to get good versus somebody that I know is a solid baseline. I can't do that. They don't make sense.
I'll tell y'all where I'll stop, but I'll continue to let y'all saying stop. But I'll tell you when I'm ready to stop. Jared Goff.
No.
That's easy though.
Joe Burrow. Don't talk about the toe and all that talk.
Joe Burrow.
Don't talk about that shit. About quarterback. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna hate on Daniel Jones, so I ain't gonna worry about that. Patrick Mahomes.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's the top five.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, it's top five. I said 6 so far. Yeah.
Jordan Love.
No.
Nope.
Y'all not taking Jordan Love. A new season. Y'all not taking Jordan Love.
Bro, I told you. For me, a lot of the quarterbacks you saying are just unproven. Like they have not won enough in serious playoff potential moments for me to say I'm gonna take them over Jalen Hurts. Like they just haven't done it. So I can't really just say that. And it ain't like they all have bad team situations. Like a lot of the teams you have pointed out, or a lot of the players you said are in good to solid situations. They just haven't won. So I can't just sit there and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna pick this quarterback that's young, that's maybe a little younger or young too, but it's just unproven or they haven't won. I can't do that. I'm stretching it, taking Dak because I feel like Dak and Jalen Hurts damn near interchangeable. That was the one maybe.
Interchangeable?
But by the way, we're going to get into the main podcast because go over there and watch the podcast. This is just a video of me going on my rant. So make sure you like and subscribe. Go check out the podcast. This is like a shorter version of it. So you'll see all the people, the wonderful faces, and all of them will show up, as well as the Hollywood Sensei. I gave your girl a tush push. He will be over there, so go check him out right there. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and peace.
Okay,
but yeah, we back. We on the main show now only.
Okay, so I'm continuing.
All right. Oh, the 6, 7. Okay.
I'll wait until you get to the top 5 to end this show.
I'm counting the ones that I agree with. That's what I'm saying. He said about 10 of them, but I'm counting the ones I agree with.
You'll bring up history with this guy, but Brock Purdy. You'll bring up his history.
I feel like that's a debatable one. I'm not mad at that. I feel like that's a debatable. Okay, keep going.
I'm throwing him out there because I believe Aaron Rodgers.
Hell no, not right now.
I know older.
Absolutely not. Not right now. No.
History, history.
Prime of history, Aaron Rodgers. No, right now, no, absolutely not.
Baker Mayfield.
No,
I can't trust Baker. Not anymore.
Bo Nix.
No.
Are you just naming every quarterback in the NFL?
No, I'm going.
No,
20.
he said he had about 20.
And this might be debatable here. This is where my debate starts going in. CJ Stroud or Jalen Hurts? I'm not sure.
Did you watch CJ Stroud throw 5 picks in a row?
I think that's the tier. I think that's the league that Jalen Hurts is in right now from a quarterback standpoint. From what I want out of my quarterback, Jalen Hurts is the type of dude. I'll even take it to Madden to help y'all out a little bit. Jalen Hurts, how I utilize him, I would throw it deep as best I can. And then when I'm in some trouble, I'm going to try and just pick up a first down with my feet. I'm not expecting him to make every throw, do all this complex offensive stuff. I'm not expecting that out of Jalen Hurts right now. And based off of what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, based off of these new reports that's coming on here, who the hell is he to be like, he's got a Kobe mentality and a Jordan mentality, and you throwing for 122 fucking yards. Come on, man. You miss me with that.
A man that been to 2 Super Bowls.
A man that been to 2 Super Bowls with an astounding team.
He won Super Bowl MVP. Congratulations, team. I'm the MVP of the team.
Who's underperforming with a great team, with a great
Monray, what does MVP mean, Monray?
Like I said, who's underperforming with what he has.
What does MVP mean? What does MVP mean?
I'm really enjoying this just like I am, bro. I swear, I'm enjoying this. I'm
normally the one fighting, so I'm
enjoying
watching. If I'm the most valuable player on a team, that means I'm the leader.
Hold on. In a Super Bowl, anybody can win the MVP. Am I right? If you have a great one game, correct?
Well, he had 2 great games in the Super Bowl, back to back. Hello, you still muted? Yeah, you're muted.
Don't worry, I got it.
You still
muted. Can't hear you now, but I don't worry, I got it. Listen, Jalen Hurts. All it takes in the Super Bowl, because didn't who was the wide receiver that won the Super Bowl for the Patriots back in the earlier runs? Wide receiver Tim Brown, was it Brown that won it that year?
Are you talking about Patrick Mahomes? I don't know about that one.
No, I'm talking. It was one. I'm talking about like the original, like Teddy Bruschi and them. I think a wide receiver won it. That
no,
year.
I think you won like pre-pass. I don't know about that one.
So I'm just saying, anybody can have a great game. One great game, you could be the MVP of that game. But
how many go twice
he's
though?
How many go twice? He's not the most valuable player on his team, bro.
He talking about Deion Branch.
Deion Branch. I'm sorry, I said Brown. I'm sorry, I was thinking about Brown when he was playing slot. But
yes. Monray, how many of these people go to back-to-back Super Bowls?
People that have great teams like Tom Brady. So
Tom Brady not great. You just mentioned Tom Brady. Name some.
I did. The original Patriots. It was not because of Tom Brady. It's because of the astounding defense.
True.
He had a great defense supporting him. Am I wrong or am I right in that first 3-peat?
But who won MVP that year? Or that Super Bowl?
I honestly don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I know Deion Branch won one MVP.
Matter of fact, that second Super Bowl MVP you talking about, who won that one too? The team that Tom Brady wasn't that great on. Who won that MVP too? Tom Brady won that one too. Okay. So the greatest quarterback of all time wasn't that great early on, but he ended up winning 2 Super Bowl MVP, but he wasn't that good because the defense let him.
You trying to make it sound.
I love that start. I like that start. I love that start. Take me there. How does it take me there? That's what I want. I want that in my career. Shout out to Tucson. He would have won the other Super Bowl MVP if Patrick Mahomes scored a touchdown in the last second. Would he not? Would he not?
You can call in all the backup that you want to. You can get all the side. He's not the best player on his team, bruh. What are you talking about?
Fine. Tom Brady wasn't the best.
He's not the best player on his offense. What are you talking about? He is underperforming. He's underperforming with luxury vehicles around him. He's slightly better.
2 Super Bowls. He's the whole rest of the league so trash that he's underperforming with Mercedes-Benz and luxury vehicles. That the whole league is so trash that they can just overcome him.
He's a slightly better Tua at this point. What are you talking about? He's a slightly better Tua. I don't see a super duper franchise quarterback take us to the promised land kind of guy. Sometimes you get put in those positions. I remember a quarterback back in the day that played for the Baltimore Ravens. He just said, "Get us there."
How many Super Bowls he went to?
Ball over.
With that amazing, how many Super Bowls he went to?
He went to 1.
Jalen been to 2.
His team went to 2.
But that's kind of hard.
His team went to 2.
It's kind of hard to have like. Oh, let's go look at his Super Bowl stats. Let's see how good he's. Let's see his underperformance. Let's go see. 526 passing yards, 142 rushing yards, and 7 touchdowns in the biggest game here. All right, that sounds like underperformance.
You keep talking about one game.
That's 2. That's 2 games.
I'm talking about a body of work. I'm talking about a body of work. There's some quarterbacks that I would have rather had than Jalen Hurts on this Eagles team that would have performed better with the weapons that he got. Point blank, period. And then if they're what they're saying about him pushing back against the offensive coordinator and the coaches and stuff, pushing back, talking about I don't want to go under center and all that extra stuff they saying that he did.
I thank you for bringing that up, by the way. Under center,
have it, man. I can't get it across. Go ahead, man.
Before he did it, by the way, that's a point I wanted to make. Before he did it, they ran the ball 90% of the time under center. I wouldn't want to go under center too if everybody knew my play.
If I start off in the gun trying to hand the ball off and get a run game established, I look like a damn fool. I can't get my guys started because I'm not under center.
But when they do, they run it 96% of the time, so everybody know he run it.
He has tails. They know what plays are coming. There's no complexity to that offense whatsoever. He's not bringing nothing extra to the game. He's not bringing nothing extra to the game except for the fact that he can escape. He can escape. I'll give him that. But as far as that quarterback under center, I'm okay and I'm cool off of it. But go ahead. That's all I got to say. The people that watch football, watch it Sunday to Sunday, know something is off about that guy. I'm sorry. Something's just off about him. He doesn't scream to me Peyton Manning. He doesn't scream to me Tom Brady. He doesn't scream to me a lot of things. He's just the guy.
I just like the rings that you bring. Listen, you ain't got to be the prettiest as long as you bring everything to the table where I win.
22 people make up an offense and a defense, and not to mention all the subs and stuff that it takes to run a football team, 52-man roster. And you trying to say Jalen Hurts is that direct causation? Stop it.
All I'm saying is he led him.
This is the epitome. This is the epitome of team success. I'm done.
And I love team success, especially when we got a leader in the locker room that leads the team to their success.
Leads their team.
Leads the team.
Okay.
He's the leader.
Say that if you want to go.
All right, anyway, before we get off this.
I have a question.
I don't even know what the subject is. I'm just.
But it was a Jalen Hurts rant, and Uniqo was commenting on the rant.
Zell May put the cape on for Jalen Hurts as if he was the next coming to Joe Montana or something like that. That's what happened.
Listen, this whole thing started when I said he wasn't even the top.
He put the cape on like that.
I mean, I can offer one opinion about Jalen Hurts because I am the resident Philadelphia nigga. So I can say something.
By all means.
Me. I seen the report. I think it was the ESPN joint, Jeremy Fowler, whatever. You know what I mean? When they talk about everything that Kevin Patullo said, whatever. You know what I mean? Even if all that is true, you know what I mean? Which is crazy if it is, but how many games did they still win with all that occurring? You know what I mean? And I just feel like Jalen Hurts, he's not the most talented passer of the football. We all know that. We see that by his yards per game average. We see that.
Don't tell Zell May that.
You know what I mean? But the one thing that I know from football, and I ain't like I played in the NFL or anything, but playing when I was in high school, one thing I do know that motherfuckers on the team appreciate is somebody that can just get the job done. You know what I mean? Even if you don't get it done in the prettiest of forms, not throwing for 350, 450, whatever. But if we know every time you under center, you lead us out in that field, we about to win, I'm cool. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's going on. Now, I don't know. They said some of his teammates don't like him. You know what I mean? But when you winning, are you supposed to be liked? Like, some of the greatest players ever in the history of sports, a lot of their teammates don't like them. You know what I mean? It's because they had to be built different. You had to move different if you wanted to win. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't like Jordan. See how many championships he got. I'm pretty sure everybody ain't like Magic Johnson. Pretty sure everybody ain't like Larry Bird. You know what I mean? You got to be a different type of person when it comes to winning. You know what I mean? And for me, from the outside looking in, that's what I see from Jalen Hurts. Could he be a better quarterback? Yes. You know what I mean? Yes. Like, I believe anybody saying that he couldn't be a better quarterback, you're being delusional. You know what I mean? Because for them to reach the next level, for them to had repeated, he had to reach another ceiling that he wasn't tapping into last year. I mean, like the NFL now is geared towards helping the quarterback do everything possible to win the game. So he should be throwing for more yards, but at the end of the day, they still winning. So that's all that matters.
I only have one question, and what makes Sam Darnold better or on the same level as Jalen Hurts? When by your definition of stuff, Sam Darnold should be like a worse version. So that's my legit question for that.
I think they could be. I think they can belong in the same lane. I just believe that I believe that they're in the same kind of tier, if that makes sense. I don't, because neither one of them I would say is elite quarterbacks. I don't think that they're elite quarterbacks.
Well, nobody said he's elite technically.
I don't think he's elite, but my whole question was just because, like you were saying, like Jalen Hurts was. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Jalen Hurts was more so carried by having a really good team around him that more or less helped to carry him to multiple Super Bowls, and he takes some of the credit for that. And some of the game statistics might be a bit more inflated because he had such a good roster around him. And I would say Sam Darnold also fits that mold, but it's to a lesser extent because even with the great team that he also had around him, he did not perform as well as Jalen Hurts has shown. So that my question was like, why would they be on the same tier when I put them in similar circumstances and one has clearly performed better, which is my question.
And my rebuttal to that is, in this situation, if we're just talking about recently, I mean, I could even put Brock Purdy in that same situation. A team success, although he's had great games, that's a lot of team success there. But at the same time, I put people winning in spite of you, and that's where I put Jalen Hurts at. Sometimes they win in spite of your unwillingness to make extra plays, to make these type of plays. They win in spite of you, in my opinion. Just like sometimes it's the same thing for Sam Darnold. Yeah, you'll turn that ball over. Also, we know that you're forcing the ball to JSN because you really don't have any other receivers. Whereas you're looking at Jalen Hurts, you got plenty of weapons, but you refuse to get your run game going by not going under center, getting the run game going so that you can actually create some space. They know what you're doing. Your offense is not complex. In order to do that, you got to beat the defense before the snap happens. And what we're saying is, nigga, you said let's go 4 verts. Okay.
I can understand that before you go. I can understand that for this particular year. This particular year, I'm not gonna fight against any of those points. That's fine. My thing is what the prior years to this, that doesn't necessarily apply because there are times like in high leverage situations where Jalen Hurts performed like you would want him to. Like 200-300 passing yards, multiple throwing touchdowns, high leverage moments. And like, so that's why I'm a bit confused. Like for pass, that don't necessarily apply for him and Sam Darnold to be on the same tier. But this year, sure, those criticisms have some legitimacy. So I'm not fighting there. I just meant like those two shouldn't be on the same tier because their situations were similar, but one has clearly performed better. Oh. That's my main thing I'll say. Otherwise, have it.
I got one question pertaining to Jalen Hurts. Are we attributing this fall off? Does this have anything to do with the cliff that Saquon Barkley fell off this past season? You know what I mean?
Well, if you're talking about like the reason the Eagles fell off, Jalen Hurts, if I had to give a slice of the pie, I would say Jalen Hurts would probably get about 20-25%. I give it to him because I think it's like a whole bunch of reasons why the offense is a problem.
We stopped maybe 20 blocking, and then we went to regular pull blocking, and that's not quite.
Because I do believe that the quarterback, you are going to share some blame for the offense, like because you are like the main controller of it. But the offense is a huge complexity of a lot of different voices and things that happen there. So I also believe he's not even the majority of the problem, but you are a part of the problem. I'm not going to deny it. So I was saying 20-25%. I think that's fine.
I don't even listen. But AJ Brown and Devontae Smith ran 3 different routes. I saw Jalen Hurts hit Devontae Smith in the flag football game with different routes that he did in the last year. And he scored a touchdown. Jalen Hurts threw a touchdown, a flag football game to Devontae with a different route that he ran all season. I don't care what for me. Just tell him to run that route.
Shout out to Hall of Fame flag footballer. I show speed on the coverage.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was a pretty pitch. Shout out to them. But
WrestleMania main eventer, I show speed.
Yeah, day one, here we come, boy.
But yeah, so my whole thing is Jalen Hurts probably around. I agree with Monte around 8 to 12, 8 to 13.
But nigga said 20 to 25. Talk about I'm around Monray with saying 8 to 12. Get out of here. That's a huge percentage.
That's literally what I said at the beginning of the rant. It's literally on video. Monray did not know what I said. I actually said he was 12. Monray gave him higher than I did.
Oh, I thought you were talking about percent of the blame that he. I thought
no,
you're talking about top.
Okay, my apologies. I thought you were talking about that. My apologies.
I do. He has to play better this year, though. There's no doubt. I'm just telling y'all, I believe he can figure it out because he done it.
I hope so. I'm not
really
against him, by the way. I love my quarterbacks. I love my quarterbacks. He won a
championship at Alabama. He won a championship here at the Eagles. So hopefully the offensive coordinator figured it out. And I don't know what it is about shifts and zone shifts that the Eagles is obsessed with because that came up in the report too. I'm like, this is the most simple thing in football. Why is this such a big deal? And why was the coach impressed?
Because the NFL is bored right now until the draft happens.
That's true. But we got some other news to talk about because we spent 46 minutes on Jalen Hurts and Doc Rivers.
You spent 46 minutes on Jalen Hurts and Doc Rivers.
I didn't expect rebuttals. I thought we'd be done at 20-something. But I didn't get no rebuttal on Doc Rivers. I think everybody agrees.
It's time for him to go home, man. Like,
you in the Hall of Fame. Just go away, bro. Please.
You got Giannis opening up an active investigation featuring the feds in the NBA to do anything.
Trying to get this man
out of go. Get him out of there before before y'all start losing draft picks, okay?
They got the feds fake. Everybody looking at Doc Rivers.
What Tiger Woods say? Sorry, I'm on the phone with the president. That's what Giannis said. Sorry, I'm on the phone with the president. This nigga got to go.
By the way, but we have college basketball. The UCLA women's team dominated South Carolina.
Wow.
And got their championship. And then a great game last night in which UConn fought, but they couldn't overcome that dominant Michigan team who literally this was the only close game in the whole tournament for them. I think they won by at least 12 more points in every game. So this was the only close game. And they fought hard because they trying to pull off, but UConn fought hard, but they couldn't overcome a well-rounded team that was just way better. They were just way better talent. Well, the only team that was as close to talent than was the team that beat them this year was Duke. But Duke didn't seem as well coached as them. I don't want to say that, but they didn't seem as well coached. How do y'all feel about the men's and women's? Hollywood and Monray ain't had that much time to speak, so y'all go.
Hey, just unfortunately, Michigan just dominated everybody. Hey, no UConn repeat this year for either side, men's or women's. Unfortunately, and I have bittersweet feelings toward UConn. Duke, you failed me again, but we'll be back next year. And I was like, congrats to Michigan. I had y'all in the finals anyway, so at least that side of the bracket went right. But unfortunately, the rest of the team.
I mean, first off, I'm gonna just say, fuck Gino Auriemma because he a bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean? Fuck that nigga. But I'm a Philly nigga, so I'm a ride for Dawn Staley with it. But South Carolina did get their asses kicked. You know what I mean? Belt the 28-point loss. I thought it was gonna be a way better, more competitive game. But UCLA, they've been on one. I'm out here in California and shit. I've been paying attention to them all year. They've been hooping all year. So shout out to Lauren Betts and them. Got their national championship. For the men's John, it was I actually missed the game, which was crazy because I was planning on watching that shit, but I had so much to do yesterday. It was I seen the highlights though. UConn, they did the best they could. Like you gotta applaud their defense because Michigan scored over 90 in every game they played in the tournament. So
69.
you know what I mean, the hold them to 69, you know what I mean, was just good defense by UConn, but just they didn't have enough offensively to get it done, obviously. So, you know, shout out to Michigan. You know what I mean? It's dope that they win the title after the Fab Five get back together. You know what I mean? You know, so it's a lot full circle shit right there. You know what I mean, so yeah, shout out to them.
Uniqo.
I mean, I got first off, I gotta tip my hat. Man, damn, Don Staley had the whole world watching, man. After that, you had the whole world on your side, and to lay that egg like that was bad. I don't know if it's coaching. I will say this. I was feeding my infant daughter yesterday, and we had a long talk about Lauren Betts. And I said, you got to keep drinking this milk because there's some big old girls out there. And by the time you get to college, because I think my daughter got a good chance of being 6'1", 6'2". So that the average height in the WNBA is 6'2". So I'm just talking to her. We walking through this thing. There's some big girls out there in UCLA. I mean, God bless it. That's a big team from top to bottom, point blank period. And they even had people coming off the bench that was still big. So I got to tip my hat off to UCLA, and then also the fact that they'll go overseas and get some players too. They kind of like Illinois. They'll go to Europe and get somebody. So shout out to them for doing that. UCLA, they've always had a story program. So shout out to them. Now, Michigan. I mean, this game. First of all, they hit the same amount of shots. 21 field goals made. 21. Michigan actually took 55 shots, and UConn took 68 shots. So there's a little bit of a difference. They missed a shot. 3-pointers. This is a crazy stat. 9 for 33 for UConn. And 2 for 15 for Michigan. So Michigan didn't even have a great 3-point shooting night by any stretch of the imagination. That's crazy. 2 for 15 is insane. So, I mean, you just got to tip your cap. I mean, UConn won 43-36 in rebounds. Offensive rebounds, it was 20-10 UConn. On paper, there's no way UConn was supposed to lose this game, but they did. And so I got to tip my hat off to Michigan. Shout out to the big conference. That's where I belong. If it ain't Duke, I'm going to always say shout out to the big conference. So shout out to Michigan. Good year, man. And I didn't see it coming.
Shout out to Charles Barkley for telling us that Michigan was going to dominate, and they did. So he knew it. So shout out to him. Shout out to the chat right now. We have.
Look at the fast break points in this. 4, UConn had 4, Michigan had 2. Like, this was just a straight up chess match, half court game. That's how you play.
Shout out to JB. I think it's in my thing. I'm not sure. I got to add it to my Twitch. But final topic we got for the day, MVP race. Luka is now out, unfortunately. We also have Jokic, who him and Wemby put on a performance this weekend. Great game, by the way. And then we got Shai, who dominated Luka and them. So we had basically 4 to 5 MVP candidates playing over the last, 5 days?
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all thoughts about the MVP race? And do y'all got predictions? Because there's only basically like 3 games left, so it's probably not going to change what happens. Hollywood. Jaylen Brown's the 5th, by the way, for people that don't know.
You said who the 5th?
Jaylen Brown is Luka. Basically, I'm gonna add Luka to it because I think they should give him him being off 2 days for his daughter to give him the 65. So it's Luka, Jaylen Brown, Wemby, Jokic, and Shai.
MVP favorite out of that group. I'm gonna go.
What do you
Jokic.
think about it? This in general.
Well, I feel like that's a solid MVP list right there. I wouldn't argue. Unfortunately, my boy Luka, even though I wasn't rooting for him anyway, but my bad. You know what I mean, he ain't a Maverick no more. My fault. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not mad at that list. Jokic, SGA, Wemby, Luka, Jaylen Brown. I think it's going to come down between SGA and Jokic. I mean, if Oklahoma City wound up with the best record, which they probably will, then I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if SGA won it. But I mean, Jokic just got that triple-double last night in that overtime game. And I don't know, dog. He might get that jump, man, because he just them triple-doubles, man. He just be pulling them out like it's nothing, dog. Like he gonna make Westbrook record look like child's play in about a year. I mean,
But I will say this: I hate them assists he do. Them assists is bogus. He hand the ball off on a pick and roll, and they shoot a mid-range shot every time. And I'm like, this is the most bogus assist that. And then the other, like the by the way, it's not just hate on Jokic. John Stockton got the record doing bullshit. He passed the ball to Karl Malone. Karl Malone used to put the ball behind his head. Step, 1 dribble, 2 dribble, shoot. And he get counted for that. And Karl Malone had the ball for 13 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But they count. And I'm like, y'all got to figure, y'all, that's not what an assist meant to be. Y'all know it. But, listen, it count if it counts for John Stockton, it counts for Jokic. They need to change that in the future, though, because
they do.
Because I think Wemby going to start cheesing in the future, too. when he get a little bigger, that he can hold people off. Monray, MVP race stops.
I mean, I've had the same person I thought it was going to be the last time. I thought it was SGA. But I thought it was going to be SGA. And I still think it's going to be SGA. I don't think that's changed. I said the Thunder ended up with the number 1 seed, which looks like they will. I don't really see a solid argument against him. He's had some of the most injury time as far as the teammates as any team in the league. I think from some of the most in the league, most of his teammates stayed hurt. His number 2 guy, which they paid this offseason, has not shown up in the same degree this offseason, so he's had to carry the load. And a mighty tough Western Conference. They have a wonderful winning record against everybody except San Antonio Spurs. They're 1-3. So I don't really see a great argument to go against that, especially with the injury that happened to Wemby with his rib injury, that he has to play at least one more game. So he might be out of the MVP race if he doesn't play one of the next 3 games to hit his 65-game margin that he needs to hit. So if Wemby's out of it, absolutely. I just don't think Jokic is going to get it over SGA just because Jokic, I think, is still suffering a little bit from the MVP fatigue of like voting fatigue. Like, he really should have 4 MVPs, but he got 3. And I really don't think that. I think the fatigue is still going to be a little bit on him for right now. And I think SGA is going to have a little bit of a better story. Like, hey, Thunder's still dominant. He's super young. Nobody else on the team is being amazing right now. It's like, I think it's still going to be him. So I don't think it's going to change unless something crazy, which I pray nothing crazy bad happens or nothing of that nature. But yeah, especially if Wemby don't go and they keep him out for injury purposes, I think it's a lot.
Uniqo.
I'm gonna go ahead and disqualify Shai, and I'm gonna disqualify Denver, Joker. And I'm saying that because, again, team success. If your team is good, I don't know if I'm calling you MVP again, SGA. I'm not doing it. MVP, that's fine, because it's gonna make sense here in a second. So first and foremost, my MVP is Wemby because of both sides of the ball. But he almost has a case for me to have to disqualify him too, because he had a stretch of games where he was out and his team performed.
Wemby plays 20-something minutes a game, bro.
And he plays 29 minutes.
He plays 29 minutes a game, bro. How are you gonna get MVP over the other 2 people and he plays less minutes than every other star?
Well,
his team is loaded. Like,
technically, it's by
no,
technicality.
Grandpa, you not coming back.
Yeah,
Technically, every game for like 30 points. That's kind of hard. When he played,
loaded.
Monray, when he played Jokic, he played 39 minutes.
Yeah, 1 out of 64 games. This man plays 29 minutes on average a game. He normally plays 25 minutes.
When he played When he play Utah and they up 40, you want him to play random minutes?
Bro, no, 64 games, bro. On average, he plays less than 30 minutes a game. You're not going to sit here and be like, your team is good. His team is good without him.
Yep.
Like, no, that argument dies immediately when you like, it dies.
I just like
got a better record than Wemby's team without him.
It dies.
Joe, you made your point. Joe, you get your credit. Go take it. Take your credit, Joe.
The point was nullified when you want to say Wemby, and you literally all their teams. Bro, the Spurs have lost once in a month. They've lost once in 2 months.
The only reason I'm keeping Wemby in there is because of the great defensive, because of his effect on defense. That's the only reason why I'm not completely disqualifying him, because his team is really good without him. But we all know who I actually
without him, by the way.
I can't look past that with the Spurs. I can't look past Wemby, the defensive aspect of things and what he does. But that team is great without him. But again, Luka, his team is great without him this year too. I'm not worried about SGA, foul merchant. They starting to figure out the refs are actually starting to call that shit and stop calling shit like that for him. So honestly, my term of MVP, it should be Jaylen Brown. If I had a vote, it would be Jaylen Brown. And it's because his team was not supposed to be shit this year. Everybody came in here and said they probably limped into the playoffs at 8 or 9 play-in because they ain't got Tatum. And look what he did. Look what he did this season. I mean, what are we looking at here? What's his points per game? 28, basically 29 a game, 5 assists, shooting almost 50% from the field. And he wasn't supposed to be shit. That team, Boston, was not supposed to be good. That's why he's the MVP this year, because he carried that team this year by himself. So that's why I'm not surprised come these playoffs, that makes some noise, period. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the finals, because then you got Tatum back. Jaylen Brown did what he was supposed to do. That's why I call him. That's why he's my. If I had a vote, it's Jaylen Brown for MVP. And I think that Wemby was so great on defense his blocks went down because they don't even count the fact that people go to the basket, see him, and then back up. That should be a block in itself. But they don't count it like that. You got to put your hand on the ball and block somebody. But, man, he's deterred. He's such a big part of that defense. But at the end of the day, that team is really good without him, too. So that's why I don't want to just call him MVP of the league. But Jaylen Brown, I would give it to him right now.
I think we lost Monray.
He can be lost. He gets lost a lot.
By the way, to my point, I do want to defend it. You know, I'm gonna say SGA the MVP, but to Wemby point to defend him, the Spurs point differential is by far the highest at plus 664. They blow out teams. Wemby, when Wemby plays close game, I think he averages like 34 minutes, 35. How are you, Nico? Everybody on the Spurs team only average 29, 30 minutes. Every starter. I think the most is Castle. He averaged 31. Fox averaged 29. Wemby's actually third on his team in minutes per game. You know what they tell you? They are blowing everyone out. They don't have to play many minutes. They are literally destroying teams.
And Jaylen Brown, he's averaging 35 minutes. That's because he got to play all the minutes. As much minutes as he can. He got to play him. Whereas Wemby and them don't have to.
If everybody on your team average 29 minutes, that means your whole team is blowing teams out.
Yeah.
Now, if Castle and Fox was averaging 35 minutes and Wemby only 29, that means, okay, they resting. But everybody on the team. Let's go to the minutes per game third. So I can just tell y'all what the minutes per game is.
And next year, I might have that boy with the Hawks be in that MVP conversation next year.
Okay, De'Aaron Fox 31 minutes, Castle 30, Vassell 30.5, Wemby 29.2, Champagne 27.7.
That team is just good.
Nobody averaging 35 minutes because
it's a deep roster.
12,
they blow teams out, so the starters ain't got to play long.
Each quarter is 12 minutes in the NBA, so you telling me these people don't even, there's a whole quarter that they don't go to work. They at work and they ain't got to work.
The most of De'Aaron Fox and Castle is second and Vassell, so he's fourth on his team in minutes per game. Because they blow teams out. But again, Shai MVP because his stats is crazy, and Wemby didn't get him. But I do want to say this about that Wemby Jokic game because everybody keeps saying that Jokic showed him levels to this, which offensively he did, by the way. Jokic is amazing.
He showed out.
But Jokic didn't guard Wemby. Wemby guarded Jokic every play and still put up 34, 18, 75. And he guarded that man. Matter of fact, he got 2 fouls in like the first 4 minutes of the game and stayed in and still held that man. Jokic literally got him to foul him twice early in the game. First 4 minutes of the game. It was like 9:50. He had 2 fouls. He said, I'm staying in. And guarded that man still and had 34, 18, 75. While Jokic didn't guard him much at all. They put Aaron Gordon on. So I'm always give Wemby credit because he took the defensive load and the offensive load in that game. Pause.
Yeah.
So I gotta give him credit. Like I'm gonna give a person credit that did both sides. Jokic only played him offense while he was trying to hold Champagne in the corner that he did not guard that well. But those are my SGA. Why do I think SGA win it? He team number 1 seed. They don't lose. His clutch rating is insane. He don't miss in the clutch.
Yeah, I mean,
he is a foul merchant, but like I said, I don't blame people for being foul. If the referee gonna call it, do it. He is a foul merchant, though. We're not gonna pretend like he's not. But if they gonna call it, do it. I don't blame him for that. But his clutchness, man. It been some game that they supposed to lose, and I promise SGA do not let them lose. He will not let them lose. So I'm gonna give him credit for that. He's second in points behind Luka, who played amazing. But I can't just give Luka a month of amazing play and be like, oh yeah, he better than everybody else. Because when they played OKC this week, we kind of saw that when a team put pressure on, and then he can't hide on defense from any player, and they just attack him, whoever he on. He can hide against them Sacramento's and all them, but he can't hide against Thunder because they'll just throw the ball to anybody and they can score.
As a Laker fan, I didn't never have Luka in my MVP discussion.
Offensively, Luka probably the best offensive player.
If they have an offensive player of the year, then if they have offensive player of the year like the NFL, then that's a conversation. But since it's not, Luka's not in my MVP conversation.
Luka, not one of the most valuable players in the NBA.
He's an MVP.
I would put my money on it this year for him to win it, or like
I wish they had an offensive player of the year so he can get.
Would the Lakers be where they are without Luka right now?
I think 50-point games mean a lot, and we needed them, and we actually needed every bucket. So I mean, I'll give it to him. Offensively, he kept us. He did more than what he's supposed to. But I mean, I believe that it's 2 sides to the ball, man. True. And I'll give it to SGA. He plays good defense too.
Ain't Luka like top 10 and still?
I don't know that.
I don't know that. Sometimes
I've never thought to look up his defensive.
I mean, Allen Iverson was also top.
He ain't doing it 2 ways. He like top 10 and still.
Allen Iverson led the league in steals like 4 straight years, and I know he wasn't playing defense. We not finna lie. Allen Iverson was my favorite player. He would not play. He was playing off and just running to get the ball when he was playing off.
Now he turned on Iverson.
No, I love AI, but again, Luka might go down as one of the greatest offensive players ever.
He was a passing lane. He was a passing lane legend, 100%. AI was a thief, but post him up. Post him up.
But I do want to ask you this while you're here, because I didn't expect you there. Cooper Flagg these last 2 weeks,
man.
I mean, listen, I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Hey,
you know.
Well, 51 and then 45, 9 and 8.
I knew he was going to do that against the Lakers. I knew he was.
He heard end of the season, he heard niggas saying, hey, yo, that nigga Con Kniffle might win Rookie of the Year. Whatever. He was like, ho. Y'all forget who I was? You know what I mean? So he had to show y'all real quick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the coldest white boy out here. For real. So, you know what I mean? Let me, you know what I mean? Like, you know. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kniffle won the Rookie of the Year. But I'm riding with Cooper Flagg. That's my boy. You know what I mean? I'm happy. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I'm happy with what I'm seeing, even though Nico Harrison royally fucked us. You know what I mean? But still, I'm happy with what I'm seeing.
Well, let me just say this. I want to throw this out to you as a Mad fan and me a Laker fan. If y'all still feeling froggy, if y'all just want to do white boy for white boy, I got a couple for you. And Coop, you can come on over here with us if y'all still feeling dangerous and just, I got a couple for you.
Y'all can send Dalton Connect to the Clippers.
I'll give you Dog Connect. I'll give you Luke Kennard, a 2035 first round pick.
2035 is crazy.
Just sleep on it, man. Sleep on it.
If Mark Cuban is back, Cooper Flagg ain't going nowhere.
By the way, I do want to call out some of the rookies that have been.
I'll give you AR. Matter of fact, I'll give you AR.
By the way, Connect hooping right now. They just beat on what's his name? They just whooped on Minnesota, and it's not right. He is not healthy. He came back quick, and he is not the same man that he was before. But Connect is hooping. Dylan Harper has come on the last.
Yeah, Dylan Harper was hooping last night.
But I think the last few weeks he averaging 20 and like 7 off the bench as a 6-man. Listen, Fox, after you choke that game against Denver, that boy getting better. The clock running. Same thing with Harrison Barnes. Carter Bryant come along. Your time running. As soon as I see them threes in. Because Fox, I don't know how
Fox, I don't know what happened to him this year. He's
been hooping, but at the end of games, he just go brain it. Bro, he got the ball back after the miss alley-oop and shot a fadeaway to do a layup. And I'm like, and missed it. And I'm like,
is he the third option now? Based on his numbers?
I think Castle developed into number 2 now.
Yeah, because it seemed like he's the third option now.
Castle has developed.
Absolutely. Y'all, the guards for the Spurs is really what put them over the top. Wemby is like such an added great addition, but them boys is good, man. I'm so athletic, tall guards. I mean, they'll play defense. The Spurs are just really a good ass organization. I'm sorry, they just gonna be around forever. Just is what it is. Because y'all getting De'Aaron Fox to play ball too. I mean, you know what I mean? Not to mention he used to be a franchise point guard. And now you're looking at 3 guards right there that can go to other teams and really make some noise and change teams. Shout out to that organization, man. Shout out to Becky Hammond.
Somebody said the league cheated and let y'all get Castle. I'm like, y'all the one who drafted them 2 niggas over Castle, the 3 niggas over Castle. None of them niggas even close to Castle. I'm like, y'all, them did. They did it. Castle,
what was he, number 4?
30 right now.
Huh? What was he, the number 4 pick?
I mean, who was the first pick in that draft?
Sashay?
Wasn't it Sar?
Was it?
The nigga from the Hawks, Reese Shai.
It was Reese Shai.
And then Sar was second, and then Reed Shepherd was third. That is not the Spurs.
Yeah, that's the nastiest top 3 of all time right there. Ew.
What I'm saying, that is not the Spurs' fault. That's y'all fault.
That Frenchman in Atlanta, he ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, he garbage. Sar is all right. I mean, Reed Shepherd might be cool. But Sar is. But
Sar plays for the Wizards.
Yeah.
But let's be real.
It's
a giant gap between them and Castle.
Yeah, a Grand Canyon ass gap between them.
So
there might not be no Kaminga. There might not be that Kaminga.
Blame Atlanta for us getting Dylan Harper. That's their fault.
My apologies. Phone call came in. What did I miss? It still sounds like it's talking about the Spurs.
Oh no, we talking about we was going over rookies, rookie of the year people.
We was talking about how Stephon Castle draft class.
Yeah, we on that now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's rookie of the year. I don't know, because I don't know how much credit I want to give Scotty Barnes for Atlanta's turnaround. Their turnaround is amazing. Their turnaround has been amazing. I don't really have a way to say their turnaround has been amazing.
No, so that's the Scotty Barnes, brother.
Scotty Barnes played for the Raptors.
No, I'm saying Scotty Barnes. I'm thinking of Atlanta's and then Avija, and I'm like, it's some good rookies. Hold up, man.
It's the rookies is Knuppel, Cooper Flagg.
Coming down to Knuppel.
Ken Knuppel.
Yeah, it's them 2 as the rookie of the year candidates. I believe right now.
VJ will be 3rd, and then Dylan Harper
is 3rd, and then Dylan Harper.
If they go by quote unquote star power, it'll be Cooper Flagg. I think Ken Knuckle could get it. Knuckle has been playing amazing.
Yeah.
And it came out of left field too. Like
didn't expect
Cooper Flagg made this late run too, Monray.
Yeah, I said like, he made the late run. If you want to give him one to like star power, he's the #1 draft pick. He's the Mavericks' newest hope, for Luka and everything of that nature. If you want to give it to him, I think Ken Knuckle will probably get it because he's played amazing and came out of nowhere basically.
Yeah, if I had to give it to somebody, because the thing is, we don't want to get that recency bias in there. Like, well, Cooper Flagg had almost 50-point games back to back, but there's only like 6 games left in the season. So what?
And then also nobody cares about Charlotte. Charlotte ain't had a reason to be happy in about 10 or 15 years. So give him something.
But
Melo has something to say about that, but that's okay.
But Monray, I did say SGA
Love Melo. I'm sorry,
probably win MVP. He been too clutch, so that's something. And
they won't lose, man. They won't lose.
They won't. I'm like, come on. We have not
They
lost
won't
this
lose.
year. We only lose to Denver at Denver by like 1 point every game.
And we talking about this earlier in the group chat. That 5 through 10 in the East is maniacal. The Hawks can go from 4th seed to 10th seed in these.
Oh yeah, that's part of our thing. We got to talk about what we're predicting they're gonna end up at. But
That's the last thing we're gonna do. Let's do it right now. So, the 1 seed and 2 seeds is. Let's see what we got. As soon as I can move this out the way, move. All right, so we can put it on the screen. Hopefully, my computer don't go crazy. I understand third party. So we got the 2 seeds in the West confirmed, basically, with Spurs and Thunder, and I think the 1 and 2 confirmed because
the OKC will have to go on 3-game losing streak.
Done, and OKC ain't losing 3 games.
They have to get on 3-game losing streak. That ain't happening.
There's only 3 games left, basically. So.
Yeah, that was they had to go on 3-game losing streak. That ain't gonna happen.
And that ain't happening. So we basically got them seeds secure. Who do y'all think get the other seats?
Who going first?
You just came back. You go.
Yeah, you just came back. You go.
So we doing West and East or just the West right now?
We can do West and East. I was just going off what's secured, basically. And
all right. So
this is the only one that East.
I'm gonna say Nuggets get 3, Houston gets 4. I think the Lakers fall to 5, which means they're gonna end up playing Houston anyway. But I think they're gonna lose the home court advantage. I think losing Luka and Reeves is just gonna be too big a blow for them to maintain a 1-game lead. Like it's only 1 game. I could see them losing 1 or 2 of them. I think LeBron might get 1, depending on their schedule. I don't know who they play necessarily. But I can see the Lakers falling 1 game and then just Houston catching them and getting home court advantage. I don't think neither one of them would catch the Nuggets necessarily. It's possible, but I don't think so. So I'll say Nuggets get 3, Houston ends up being 4, and Lakers end up being 5. They can't lose as much. And that would mean that the Timberwolves will still get 6. Everything else pretty much locked. The Timberwolves will get 6, and then Phoenix will get set. They be in the play-in, so I don't think that matters. The other one is mostly the same thing. I think Detroit and Boston are pretty much locked in. I don't see the Knicks catching them with 3 games to go. It would take 3-game losing streak and stuff. So that ain't gonna happen. The Knicks are worrisome. They are on a 3-game win streak though, so it's worrisome, but I'm gonna say unless they play each other, I'm gonna say that they actually maintain the number 3 spot, and they be 3. Cleveland will be 4, and then Atlanta, I'm gonna give them the credit. I'm gonna think they're gonna stay to their great spot they've been in. They'll be 5. Now, whether the Raptors can survive not being in the play-in by this half a game they ahead of the Sixers. Matter of fact, without I'm gonna give other people on this panel the chance to look at their records and stuff. So without looking at the record or without looking at their next 3 games, I'm gonna say Philly catch them. I'm gonna say Philly gets over the Raptors and they get out of the play-in. So it's no longer the play-in invitational. No, the Bulls didn't make it this year. So Philly, the Bulls, and Miami have always been in the play-in for the last 3-4 years straight. But unfortunately, this year it'd be different. So I'm gonna say the Sixers get out, the Raptors fall in, and the Raptors will be part of the play-in with the Hornets and the Magic and the Heat. I don't really care which order in because they all there together. To be fair, but I out of that bunch, I feel like the 76ers are the best ones. So I'd say 76ers climb out of that hole and they be 6, and everybody else just falls in whatever. That's where I go.
So let's look at the schedule. 76ers have Houston. So it's a pretty tough game. But then they have the Pacers in Milwaukee. So
I mean, that's
2-1.
That's win out territory.
2-1. I think I can go 2-1. The Houston not gonna be a real tough game, but I think that's bare minimum 2-1. 2-1, I think could get them out to play in.
So right now the Raptors are beating the Heat by 13 points, and they play them again at home back to back, which is strange.
Oh boy.
But they play them back to back again, and then they play the Knicks and then the Nets.
Yeah, they could. I mean, the Raptors are not an amazing team. It's not crazy that they could lose 2 out of these 4 games. Even the Heat game they're playing right now ain't out of whack. I think they could lose 2 games. Like I said, I feel like the 76ers could catch them. If 76ers go 3-0, I think they straight up catch them. But 2-1 would require the Raptors to lose 2 games, and the Knicks, they have something to play for because they still want to be the 3 seed. So it's not like they're finna give up. So I feel like the Sixers could catch them. Now, mind you, it's a 3-way tie, but I don't. Shout out to King Knuckle. I don't think the Hornets are fitness. Hornets
games left. They have the Celtics. They playing right now. They at halftime. They up by 6 points on the Celtics. They have the Pistons and the Knicks.
Nah,
they got the most brutal ones.
And I'm giving them credit. Even if they beat us, they're not beating all 3 of them winning teams. They're not doing it. Nah, that shit dead. Now, if they beat all 3 of them, screw it. You deserve to be number 6. I just don't see it.
With them too.
I just don't see it. Not for the Hornets at least. That's a rough 3-game stretch.
What happened to the Magic? Did they suffer injuries like that?
They don't have a point guard.
Oh, okay.
I'll be fair. Not necessarily just point guard, but they don't have a consistent way to keep the ball moving. They have like 3 people, and 2 of them aren't really good with setting up their own shots as much because they have, Paolo is a bigger person, but he's not really meant to be making his own shot as much. Franz Wagner, same thing. And then they got Desmond Bane, who is good and can make his own shot, but he's not a facilitator of offense like that. They need a point guard. Bad. I don't know why they didn't trade for Ja Morant, but whatever. We ain't gonna talk about it.
3 Rex out there running the point.
But how the hell? By the way, the Warriors make this interesting now. By the way,
I mean, West. I think 1 through 6. That stay the same. I guess Houston and LA maybe flip flop, but I wouldn't be surprised if it stay the same. Playing. I say the playing teams that get in, the Suns and the Trailblazers. The Warriors is ass.
F back though.
He back, but it's too little, too late.
They still cheeks.
Warriors is ass. The Clippers, I feel like they could make it, but for some reason, I just feel like in that final playing game, they're gonna lose to the Trailblazers. So I'm gonna take the Trailblazers for the 8th seed. Either way, whoever get the 8th getting smoked by OKC anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
In the East, I feel like it probably stay the same as well. Maybe the Cavs and the Knicks could flip flop, but I don't know the season series between them. Who got the tiebreaker? So I would have to look that up. The playing. Oh yeah, I do feel like with the Sixers though now, Embiid, Paul George, Maxey, they all back. That they about to start winning. So I think they slide into that 6 seed. We get Knicks Sixers again. For and then for the playing teams, it would be the Hornets and the Raptors that make the play-in for me.
Right now the Knicks got the tiebreaker. They up 2-1 on the Cavs in their season series.
Okay. They play one more time?
I don't think they play again.
Okay.
Let me see. the remainder
No,
of the
they probably
schedule.
don't then if it's this close to the season.
Nope. They play Boston, Toronto, and Charlotte. They don't play them again.
All right, well, yeah. So then the Knicks
Who
would
play that?
be.
Who
The
played
Knicks
Boston?
would,
Huh?
Knicks got kind of a tough one, don't they?
yeah, they could. I mean, but-
I'm saying that's kind of tough, and all them teams.
That's three playoff or play-in teams straight up. That's not an easy
they
schedule.
could go 1-2, 0-3 in that stretch. I mean,
Who
so,
Cavs got?
The Cavs, let's see. No.
Depending on that, might because the Knicks got a hard end of season schedule.
Yeah, Cavs do got a hard schedule. It's not a lie. The Cavs' last 3 games are.
Hawks twice and Wizards.
Yep.
Oh, they
the Hawks
getting
twice
that.
in a row.
oh yeah, they getting the third seed. They moving up the third.
They might
Well, I
lose
mean,
one Hawk.
you can't
They might
sleep
lose
on
one Hawk
Atlanta.
game.
Atlanta has been playing amazing.
I know,
Can't sleep
but
on
the
that.
Knicks
Yeah,
might lose 2 of them games.
But I think Atlanta wins one of those 2 against the Cavs, and then they beat the Hawks and the Wizards, and then I think the Knicks probably gonna lose all 3 of them, Jones.
Ooh,
I'm saying
all
that's-
3.
That's a tough schedule for the Knicks, boy.
Or they
The
go
Knicks do
1-2.
got a tough schedule. It's not a lie. I think
Or
the
they
Knicks.
go
I don't
1-2.
think they lose all 3. I think because they want to play. I think they. I'm gonna say 1-2 or 2-1. Because
But even
I have to be fair, Boston right now, like as long as they win 1 of their 3 games, they're not gonna really care. So I can understand
Yeah,
Boston
that is
just being
true.
like fuck it, like.
yeah, you're right. But
But
even if they do go 1-2,
Boston don't want to slip too far because they not. It ain't like the Knicks can't catch them. So like I don't think they want to slip too far. But I just don't think. I don't think like I said, Knicks that lack of their defense and the lack of consistency on their team when it comes to the offense and stuff. It's hard for me to say they're gonna get 3 of them straight. I think they can go 1-2 or 2-1. I don't think they get all 3. And it just depends on teams.
shout out to the Knicks.
Man, I'm saying I'm looking at the Cavs and these scores. Cavs is giving up a lot of points, man. Don't get me wrong, they putting up a lot of them in some of those games, but they giving up more than 113 a game, man. From what I'm looking at,
I'm gonna be fair. God bless him. I love Donovan Mitchell. When your backcourt is James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, you're not finna guard a lot of guards. To be fair,
oh, that's fair. That's fair because it's like
Donovan Mitchell
after the
is a
trade
decent
deadline-
defender. He's not bad. He's not a bad defender. But I'm like, look, James Harden not finna block people.
After that trade,
And we knew that
that's
when
what
he
you
came
started
when he
to see.
came on the Clippers, they wasn't gonna block people. I mean, when he came on the Cavs, he wasn't finna play defense like that.
because just yesterday they gave up 126 to the Grizzlies, but albeit they put up 142. So I mean, like, yeah, the offense is gonna be there, but I mean, y'all giving up a lot of points.
Nico, what you
Boy, it's
think
gonna be
about
a fun playoffs to watch. I can tell you that it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yes, sir. For me, in regards to like, so I want to go with the East, and that East, right? I hate that if the 7-8 matchup is what it is right now for that playing game. I hate that because I really do want to see Melo Ball get in there, but if they do win, they play the Hornets, but then the 76ers, if they can win that Heat, whoever wins out of Heat Magic or whatever, man, I really want the 76ers to get in there. I would like the 76ers and the Hornets to get in there.
But they can't. Just one gotta win the other game, win 2 games.
Yep. Well,
You
so
lose one and then win one, or you just win the first one. You don't matter.
because the winner of 7-8 gets in, and they play against the Celtics, and then the loser goes to that next game where you would play either the Heat or the Magic.
Yeah.
I believe the 76ers get in there, they're going to be a problem. I mean, we could see the number 1 seeded Pistons lose in this first round by one of these lower seeds if it's the 76ers, I believe.
I don't know. Depending on cake.
I mean, I can understand the 76ers playing spoiler. I did say like I think that their ceiling would probably be like second round. So I can see the Sixers playing spoiler on either team. I ain't gonna treat them lightly. I don't see them necessarily going all the way, but I can see them playing spoiler. Definitely could. I just don't know how well Embiid's knees gonna hold up.
There's that. That's my biggest thing in the East is like if the 76ers get in, LaMelo and them, they'll lose first round. That is what that is. But I'd like to see him in a series. I like to see them in the playoffs. See what Canupa and them can do. But I think that the 76ers kind of right now, where they are, very dangerous for the East and could end up in the Eastern Conference Finals, in my opinion. The West, I can't.
Bloodbath.
Thunder Spurs, I can't even. I mean, it's gonna be fun with your Timberwolves and whatnot, but my Lakers, that just took the. I mean, I really got to show my fandom for 2 weeks.
I just hope that Luka going to Europe does some work.
You gotta get there fast. We need that illegal stuff. They just can't use them illegal drugs, or they can't drug testing when he come back. If they could just skip out on the drug test just this one time, so that the NBA can make some money, we need Luka back. But I like I say, man, this is Nugget Thunder year all day long, man. It just is what it is.
Boy, I get a run back of that. Beautiful.
I'll take it. That'd be a great series.
Ew, beautiful. I get a run back of that. They won 7 games last year. I'll go for it again.
And if the Nuggets somehow make it to that championship game, I mean, make it to the Western Conference Finals, I'm here for that matchup too. Against either of those teams. The Joker's not playing. He's not playing no game. He said, I'm still here.
Shut down. But that is all we have for the show. And y'all got anything else y'all want to talk
about? Nope. We're waiting for the regular season to end, playoff matchups to be decided, and the draft will be a thing in about 2 weeks.
That's true. So I'm looking for that. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. It is the Uniqo Williams and the Monray. Y'all know where to find them. You can find them at, as well as myself, at overall99media.org, where you click their picture and they take you to the pages that belong to them. But let them tell you about the pages that belong to them.
Yo, you know what time it is. It's Uniqo Williams, UNIQO Williams on YouTube. Please make sure you like and subscribe, man. I know y'all don't care about news about the moon. That's fine, YouTube. But everywhere else, make sure that y'all check out all the shorts and vids. Can't think of what movies are coming out, but I got all the reviews for all the movies that are currently out in movie theaters everywhere. So again, UNIQO Williams on YouTube. Make sure that y'all like and subscribe.
And of course, we have the Monray.
It's your boy Monray Hudson. Everywhere it says Monray Hudson. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, as it still exists. And of course, Make It Make Sense, the podcast on Saturdays, talking about nonsense and the regular stuff. God bless America.
Oh yeah, we beat the 8 o'clock countdown, so we are not blowing up Iran or Israel, whichever one we fight. We're not blowing them up. They said they give them 2 weeks now. So
yo, he on something different.
Just make gas prices go back down. Please. Just make gas prices go back down.